We are back. Ed is here. Knicks superfan Dave is here as the Knicks are NBA champions. Now, Dad, we are a week removed from them winning the title. We're a little bit late, but that's just because for those
partying.
Listening, well, that and we kind of blew our load after the miracle Game 4 win when we kind of anointed them as champs. But I'll start here. Look, we're a week removed from this. How kind of surreal and crazy has this been for you? Because for me, watching everything and seeing the parade, watching them win last weekend, it was kind of... I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't care about the Knicks. But there was something special about watching them win a title for the first time in 53 years.
It brought back all the memories. Like, I was young back in 73. I was 16. But I still remember it, and I was like thrilled, and I remember all the guys on the team, and to see like the history of that franchise and what they've been through, and the shit that Dolan has dumped on that team for decades, but finally they came through, and I mean, it was just great to see the ticker tape parade down the Canyon of Heroes. I mean, and everybody was happy and like, oh my God, I still think, hey, for me, the 2019 Raptors parade was the best because it was for Canada. Yeah,
well, that parade was very poorly organized too, and ended up being kind of a bit of a shit show. But part of it's because there was like 5 million people there. But
it was ridiculous.
We're not going to make that about the Raps. I wanted to ask you this. You graduated from NYU in 1979?
1980.
1980. And you're a lifelong Yankees fan.
Yep.
Have you ever been to a parade at the Canyon of Heroes?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Okay, you never watched the Yankees win a title in New York?
I did, but I never went to the parade.
But you went to a World Series game?
Yeah, I went to a World Series game and they beat the Dodgers.
Right. It looked amazing.
And I did that for 2 years, 77 and 78.
Right.
They won
look,
championships. Like that was special, Eddie. That was a miracle.
It did look amazing. And just when they won as well, the whole ceremony and everything, and just the pure elation of a franchise that has been so beleaguered for the last 30 years. Yeah. And you mentioned Dolan, Isaiah Thomas. Yeah. All the shitty players and the shitty management decisions. I will say this. A part of my soul did die a little bit watching James Dolan be the first one to lift the title. We were texting about it that night. And I kind of forgot about it. And then, because I was so kind of excited that they won. Yeah. And then they set up the podium. Then you realize,
oh, wait, who's lifting the... right, it's him.
Yeah, exactly. My friend was in town from BC, and we watched it together. And I was just like... And he's a big Rangers fan. And he was the first one who was like, is that James Dolan? I'm like, oh, no, it is. It's James Dolan. James Idiot Dolan. Lifting the Larry O.B. God help me. So that part sucked. But, no, it was an amazing title. And you know what?
The players, I mean, they played their ass off. And that team, they, after they lost those first 2 games to Atlanta, they went on a miracle run. Like
16-3. They won 16-3, Dad.
Yeah. I mean, those are like Lakers statistics, it was one of the great Shaq and Kobe teams.
Yeah. It was one of the great playoff runs we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And they just kind of came together, and it really all clicked during that Philly series. But then when they wiped the floor with Cleveland, it was like, okay, something special is happening here. And the depth, having a closer like Brunson, which is just 45 points to in a closeout game to win the finals. I mean, I don't know where he ranks on your all-time list, but he's got to be top 50 at this point, right?
Of top 50 players, or
of all time?
Of all time? Oh yeah.
The dude had 45 points in a closeout game to win the finals.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, that counts.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, he carried that team. Yes. He really carried them. But the guy that really shone for me in that series was OG.
OG was their unsung hero, but Brunson was the guy, and
Brunson was the guy, and he was the most consistent player of any team.
Well, he was their closer, and and the way he can just get to his spots in the fourth quarter and just kind of figure out the set, like I mean, just watching him, he's so irky jerky. He reminds me a little bit of Iverson, but a
Yeah.
better 3-point shooter.
Yes.
And they just did a great job building the team around him. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns was fantastic for most
He
of
was.
this playoffs.
He had a shitty last game, but but whatever. He
Yeah,
still contributed.
Mikal Bridges, who
He had a great series.
yeah, and everybody made fun of that trade when it happened, and they overpaid for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit, like they won a title, so it all worked
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And
Josh Hart was solid.
Yeah.
Landry
Landry Shamet face,
Hey, he was pretty good, man.
Shamet
Like
face, the resurgence. I
he
couldn't
hit his
believe my
threes,
eyes,
man. Like he just was ridiculous.
It is one of my favorite jokes, the Landry Shamet face.
Yeah.
That people think a player is 10% worse if they look stupid.
Yeah.
And it is a great one, the Landry Shamet face syndrome. But I mean, he was amazing in the conference finals, and he didn't shoot the ball well in the finals. But it was good to see him kind of find his place on a good team. And I mean, Sleepy Mike Brown, who again has been the subject of much laughter on this podcast. But you got to give the guy credit, man. I mean, he Steve Kerr'd the shit out of this team. He took a team that was built up by Tom Thibodeau and brought in a new philosophy that took them over the top, because he said, I'm going to trust my bench. I'm going to not run my guys into the ground. And the whole thing worked out, and they're champions. It was pretty awesome to see.
It was, and you know what? What else was really great was the not only was the Knicks scoring impressive, but their defense was really terrific.
Totally.
And I mean, hey, listen, Wembanyama is
Wait, whoa. One more time.
Wembanyama.
There we go.
He's going to be a generational player, Eddie. I mean, he already is.
Yeah.
And he's just, I mean, like I mean, to me, he's virtually unstoppable. And the Knicks did a pretty good job on him.
I didn't think he had a good series, and
He did have a good series.
We do have to talk about the Spurs a little bit here, because 3 weeks ago people were crowning him as, like we were too on this podcast, as the next kind of great player face of the league. And this finals was a little bit of a disaster for Wemby. Not only in terms of his play, I mean, he's 7'6", I understand, but at the same time, he's a 22-year-old that's just completely gassed at the end of these games.
Yeah. That was the issue that I saw too.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something about that. They're going to have to ramp up his minutes in the regular season, because you got to be able to build up and ramp yourself up.
Yeah.
But also some of the dirty stuff and kind of the league and the fans abroad kind of turning on him over the course of this finals was interesting to see, because there was some weird stuff going on. I mean, he was talking a lot of shit, man. Like in that game 4 when the Spurs were up by 30, and he's telling Mitch Robinson, I'm in your head, and all that shit. Yeah, right. And some of the stuff with Brunson, shoving him to the ground. I don't know. There was he's kind of the most hated guy in the league right now, all of a sudden. And it'll be interesting to see how he responds to that. I think he's a brilliant player.
Yeah.
But, look, if you're going to be the big bad bully and talk shit like that,
you got to back it up.
If you flame out in the finals, you got to kind of eat it. So he'll go bury his head in the sand and come back a better player, I would assume.
Yeah, I think so.
But this was, I think, a battle scar that the Spurs definitely needed.
Yeah. I mean, we said it. I mean, we recognized it, a couple of weeks ago, that they're really talented, but they're a year away.
Yeah.
They need something. So they need maybe one other piece.
Well, I don't even think they need a piece. I think
they just. I don't think they need a piece. They need to coagulate a bit more.
Yeah, they need to mature, and Dylan Harper is the guy that's missing, and you could see that he's just a half step below. He's just not quite ready to take the reins yet. But it was so clear.
But when he does, man, oh my God, that guy is so talented.
But this is an interesting spot that they're in now, because what do you do with the Aaron Fox? Because I think that they anticipated having this problem, but not this soon.
Right. Well, you know what I would do? I would trade Fox and get value for him.
Value? His values at the... See, you always say this, that this is some of oh, just trade the guy. It's like,
Well,
okay,
you can't
but
give him away.
well, yeah, I mean, they just paid him $155 million. So, and that extension kicks in next season. So like,
So then the logical guy to go would be Harper, but that would be the stupid move.
if you're the Raps,
Yeah,
and you're
go
looking at
after
this,
him.
yeah, like a
after
buy
Harper.
low. Now, no, wait, what?
Go after Harper.
Go after Harper. The Spurs wouldn't trade Harper for 1,000 players, Dad. I'm saying you go after Fox.
Yeah.
As a buy low, you say, here's Emmanuel Quickly and RJ Barrett.
Yep.
And 2 picks. We'll take De'Aaron Fox off your hands. He's still, in his late 20s. He clearly was hurt. I mean, he had a sprained ankle, came back midway through the conference finals, and like clearly didn't have that burst and that athleticism. But I mean, if you're the Raps, like, or a team like that, do you buy low on the guy?
Yeah, you could buy low.
But I mean, I don't like. I think ultimately that he will be a Spur next year. I don't think they're going to panic with this.
But you could get him at the deadline.
But I mean, like you can't, like, because that might be the play, because if you're San Antonio, like you can't bench him. The dude's your highest paid player.
Right.
But you also have to start.
You got to start
Harper because he's so clearly
he's the future,
a generational player.
Yeah. He's the future, and the future is now.
Yeah, exactly. So they're in an interesting spot there. I think they need to make some moves around the edges, like like it's so funny because like when they signed Luke Cornett, right? It was like, oh man, like it's such a smart move. He's gonna be such a good backup center. And then all of a sudden in the finals he was unplayable, right? And it's like now they need a backup center. It's like, well, who are you supposed to get? When they signed him, he was the backup center.
Yeah.
But that's what happens in the NBA finals, like the bench shrinks
exposed.
and shrinks and shrinks, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, who are my 6 guys that I can trust? I'm just gonna play those guys 48 minutes, and it is what it is. So they could improve that spot. Keldon Johnson, we'll see what happens there. I thought he was pretty bad throughout the postseason.
Yeah, but he had a great regular season.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you're talking about trying to win a championship, these are the tough decisions you have to make. So we'll see. The Spurs will be fine. They have a ton of talent, but this was definitely I do think that this was a winnable series for them. Yeah. And they let it slip through their fingers. So they're gonna Wemby in particular is gonna have to come back and learn from this, and
I think he will. I really
think he
do.
will too.
So let's talk for a second about what's up next for the Knicks. Like, where do they go? Do they keep the group together for another run?
No, I think they'll blow it up.
I mean, that's the obvious move, right? You keep the team together, and
I mean, look, everybody's been paid,
right?
And
everybody likes each other.
Yeah, for now. Like I do think that maybe you could add another shooter off the bench. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, they'll run it back. I think they have another 2-year window. Yep. But you got to keep in mind, too, right? Like, look at the East, the landscape of the East. Like, Atlanta's coming on.
Yep.
The Pacers will be back next year with Halliburton and Zubats, and, they'll be reloaded.
Yep.
Boston will make some moves. They might trade Tatum. Who knows what? Or, not Tatum. They might trade Brown.
They're going to trade Brown.
Well, we're going to get to this in a second, but Boston might...
I mean, I've heard rumors they're going to get Giannis.
Yeah, the Giannis thing. So we'll see what happens with that. So and then Detroit is in their own predicament, because what do you do with Jalen Duren, who was incredible during the regular season and sucked during the postseason? He's a restricted free agent that's got a max deal staring at them, and they're going to be having some meetings about that one, going I don't know, do we want to pay this guy, because he just sucked for 2 straight series in the playoffs.
Right. If you're the Raptors, do you go after him?
You just throw a bunch of... I mean, the Raptors don't have money to throw at him. That's the problem. No. We'll see what happens with the East next year. But yeah, I mean, the Knicks have to go into the next season as favorites.
As the favorites.
Yeah,
right.
Totally. And, the only thing I will say is, the disease of more, which is, you see it all the time with title teams. And, maybe OG next year might start going, okay, I was cool taking 13 shots a game to win a title, but I'm not so
now
cool.
I want 20.
Yeah, I'm not so cool with that anymore. Mikal Bridges, right? Same kind of thing. Karl Anthony Towns, who knows with his role. But, right now, it's all roses and sunshine for the city of New York.
Yep.
And they're champions for the first time since 1973.
I can't believe it.
1973, Dad.
I can't believe it, Eddie.
Who was president in 1973?
Well, Nixon was president in 72. Nixon was. Yeah.
Nixon was president the last time.
Nixon was president.
Yeah.
I know. Fucking Nixon.
Yeah.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
and the Knicks beat my Lakers.
Well, that must have been hard for you.
It was, but I actually, you know what? I wasn't a Laker fan until Magic came into the league. So I was a Knicks fan, just all the way through the '70s until till the Lakers, in '79, right? Got Magic.
Yeah. But the thing is, when you picked up other teams, you didn't drop the teams you were so like you were a Knicks fan and then a Lakers fan and then a Raptors fan, and now you're just all three and you switch back and forth.
Yeah,
to whatever one's convenient at
No, I'm a lifelong Knicks fan.
No, you're not.
I'm a lifelong Lakers fan, and I'm a lifelong Raptors fan.
You're a 40 years on.
They just came in different parts of my life. That's all.
Okay. So that's not lifelong then.
Oh, well.
They came in at different times of your life. Lifelong means the entirety of your life.
Well, okay, so they're in there.
Yeah, okay. I'll buy it for this podcast. No, it was incredible. It was great to see, and all the funny celebrities and the whole thing.
I think who's making a Stiller's making a
Ben Stiller's making a documentary.
A documentary on it.
I also read another report that Timothy Chalamet is going to be starring in a Jalen Brunson biopic. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I could see that.
The Brunson effect.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I think it's pretty cool that his dad is a coach on the team.
Yeah, I didn't love that, honestly. I'm not a huge Rick Brunson guy.
No,
could have gone without that part.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
nepotism,
thought it was kind of nice,
right? I don't know.
Yeah,
not a big fan of nepotism in today's society, but no, I mean, look, it was incredible, and they deserved to win that title. They were the best team in the postseason. And
they were.
The way they played in the finals was really fun to watch, and
yeah, it was. It was. They were really great games. The whole series was very exciting to watch and pretty evenly played. I thought. So no, I thought it was. I thought the Knicks played their ass off, and I love the way they came back. Like that was the thing for me. Like they came back.
They came back. That was their kind of like that was their niche, right? Like they were just like the comeback kids. It was like. They had, I don't know how many, like at least 5 or 6 times throughout the playoffs. Game 1 against Cleveland in the conference finals comes to mind as well, right? Like there was a couple games against Atlanta too, where it's just like they're down double digits in the fourth quarter, and just it was like, oh, here come the Knicks.
Yeah.
And they just did it, man. So yeah, it was a great run. It was a fabulous run, and very exciting to see them win a title. I do want to talk about this Giannis stuff because this is going to be the storyline in the summer.
Yeah.
I think he will be traded.
Mm-hmm.
As to where, I do not know, but I kind of have 3 teams that I think it might be. So I'll let you. Where do you think Giannis is going to be playing next year?
Well, I've been hearing rumors he's going to go to the Celtics for Brown,
and a picks package.
Derek White,
yeah,
and Brad Stevens. No, I mean those 2 guys, those 2 players, and then picks, right?
Couple picks.
And it'll wipe out the Celtics getting draft picks for the next 10 years, but still, you get Giannis for a year, 2 years.
Yeah, like if you're boss, like where do you land on? Because you've always been like a Giannis trade was like a pie in the sky for you. Has the ship sailed on this?
For the Raps?
No, I mean for anybody on trading Giannis and becoming a title contender again.
Yeah, it's almost, because you know what, he's coming off injuries, an injury-plagued season,
a couple injury-plagued seasons.
Yeah, and he hasn't been on the floor for very much this year, and I mean he's still a top 10 player, top 5 maybe, top 5.
If he's healthy, he's top 5.
Yeah, but he hasn't been healthy, and that's the issue. And he ain't getting younger, Ed. So
he's a big man, which always,
right?
That 7 footers.
I don't know. I would you give him a max contract?
Oh yeah. I mean, you have no choice. I mean, I will. Like I said, like you're right, and 7-footers, once the injuries start to kind of happen, there's no going back from that. I mean, we've seen it time and time again. Now, Giannis isn't your traditional, like, he's not like Shaq. Like, this guy is one of the most in shape players.
Yeah.
Like, he's got like a 0.1% body fat rate or whatever, but still, he's massive. And, once those injuries start piling up for those big guys, the ship sails, right? And I do think he's got a couple of years left. I listened to a podcast with Doc Rivers recently where he said that, like, Giannis is healthy. He could have come back in March and they shut him down and said, no, the season's over. Go get healthy and work on your game. So I think he will come back healthy. And the other piece that I'm kind of intrigued by is, like, pissed off, prove to everybody again, Giannis, that I'm still the guy. I don't know. I'm intrigued to see, like, if he gets traded to the Celtics, let's say, and they load up with Tatum and I could see him just kind of going on a tear. It's this time of year is so funny. Like, I mean, this is natural. Like, you look at things through the scope of what we just witnessed in the playoffs, right? And the grueling nature of a 4-series run and how, like, for a guy that's had back issues, knee issues, like, can he hold up for 82 games and then 4 straight series?
Then you get into the load management, right?
Well, fair enough.
You try and save him during the regular season so that he can perform in the playoffs. But I don't know.
That's what the Raps did with Kawhi. But and even he broke down. Like, by the end of that finals, he was on one leg. Yeah. Right? And I don't know. I mean, I think if you're the Celtics, you have to do it. And I do think that like there is some weird stuff going on with Jaylen Brown. Like, I kind of think deep down he kind of looked at this going like, you know what? Like, without Tatum this year, like, I was the guy. Like, I could, like, I'm tired of being a Robin. I'm ready to be a Batman. So I don't think he would abstain to getting out of there, quite frankly. Yeah. I think that's where he's going to end up. I mean,
what are your other choices?
Well, he says he wants to play in Miami because everybody wants to play in Miami. But I just don't know, because it's Miami.
Yeah, I guess.
It's no state taxes, beautiful women, and beaches and sunshine, right? Yeah. It's the same reason why everybody wants to play in Los Angeles, only without the taxes. Right. So, but the problem is, it's like, who does Miami have? Like, Miami, so it's like, okay, we're not trading Bam. So they trade Hero and Ware and a bunch of picks. But then it's like, so it's Giannis and Bam and Norm Powell. Like that team's not winning a title. No. So if it depends what his goals are. Like, it's fun to say, I want to play in Miami. That's great. Yeah. But they'd have to gut the team that's already gutted to get him. And, like, so what? It's going to be him and Bam against the world? Like, I mean, we just saw, like I just said, looking at it through the scope of what we just witnessed through this postseason. The Spurs, the Knicks, who go 9 deep. OKC, who's got a million guys, right? Like, in today's NBA, it's not like the early 2010s era where it was the big 3, where it's like, we got to have 3 studs and then just fill in the blanks with whoever. Right. You got to have, like, 8 guys that can fucking play in today's NBA. And if it's Giannis and Bam and nobody else, like, that team, I just don't see it, right? So, like,
I don't see it. And
from a perspective of, sorry, go ahead.
Who's the other team that you were thinking?
Well, Portland was the wild card for me, just because Portland has all Milwaukee's picks, right? And, like, so when you're a team trying, like, you always want to, like, pick. There's trading for picks, and then there's getting all your picks back, right? Because you want control of your own picks. And when they traded Drew Holiday a couple years ago, Portland owns all Milwaukee's picks. So if you're the Bucks, that would be interesting, and, like, you could get, like, they have some young pieces. Yep. Right? But like there's a little half notch higher when it's like, we'll give you all your picks back. Because now, instead of owning all Portland's picks, I actually own my own picks again.
That's interesting. I control my own destiny. He'd be a good fit on that team. I mean, they've got some good young players, Eddie. Yeah. And Klingon.
I could also see Portland, like, potentially, the only way I could see him going to Miami if it's some sort of 3-team thing. Where if Portland gets involved, and like picks up Tyler or whatever, right? And like ships some of, because Portland owns all of Milwaukee's picks. So that's always, you got to keep that on the radar as a kind of wild card team. I don't think the Raps are going to be in. I just don't see it. Like, I mean,
I don't think they have the collateral to
And I don't think he's a good fit on this roster. Like what?
No, he's not.
You know,
He's not.
that ship has kind of sailed. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see. And I mean, if it
They
comes
should
down to
have.
having,
They should have gone after him a couple of years ago, but
well,
they
I
missed
think they
that boat.
did.
Yeah.
But then remember there was a time when it looked like they were going to try to sign him, and then he just signed an extension in Milwaukee and killed all of that.
Everything. Yeah.
We'll see. I think it's going to be Boston.
I think so too.
So, well, I mean, yeah, who knows? I don't know if there's any good Greek food in Boston, but we'll have to check when we go down there.
Hey, I think they have Ubers.
Yeah, I mean, we can check. We're going down there in a month.
Yeah,
2 months. So
2 months. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to we'll do some scouting for
Greek
for
restaurants.
the Antetokounmpo team. Yeah. See if there's any chicken souvlaki places going on. Before we go here, Dad, I want to talk about the draft because we touched on this last week. What are your thoughts about the top 4? Have you done any thinking about who's going to go where?
No, I haven't. But well, I mean, the who's the first guy that we were mentioning?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this because there's 4 guys. It's Agent DeBansa. It's Darren Peterson, the guard from Kansas that's had the weird, like, subbing himself out of game stuff.
Right.
It's Cam Boozer, the center from Duke, Carlos Boozer's son.
Yeah.
And then Caleb Wilson from UNC is this 3-and-D wing guy.
Right.
And all 4 of them are going to be studs.
And the first guy they mentioned, I think, is going to go number 1.
AJ DeBansa?
Yeah.
That would be, I think, the logical play.
Yeah. Oh,
It's at 2 where the whole draft is going to kind of get crazy. Because
and he's going to go to Washington, right?
Well, Washington has the one. Yeah. They'll draft DeBansa, for sure.
Of course they will.
By the way, on Washington, you see that Trae Young opted out of his deal?
Yes.
Interesting. You know,
Very interesting.
they're saying that Washington's the front runners to re-sign him, but interesting finding. I think that was more about he wants long-term security.
Yeah.
Right.
But do you pay him the money? Like,
I mean, you have no choice.
I don't know.
They just traded for him, Dad.
Yeah, I know.
You kind of have to. You got to pay him. You got to pay him.
Yeah, you got to.
If you let him walk, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. And plus, your best player is going to be on a rookie deal, so you can afford to overpay for a couple of years, right? Because if you're bringing him DeBansa, right? I think they're going to trade Anthony Davis.
Maybe, yeah.
To whoever wants him.
Whoever wants him.
I mean, honestly, I think it's going to be Golden State.
That gets Davis?
Yeah, and LeBron. I think they're just going to say, fuck it. I think LeBron's going to sign it. He's going to sign it. Yeah, he's going to sign a 1-year deal, a 1-and-1 with Golden State. They're going to trade for Anthony Davis, and they're just going to be like the old guy team. Like the late 90s Rockets.
Yeah.
With Barkley and all those washed up bums. It's true. I mean, like, hey, look, if you had Steph, LeBron, Draymond, and Anthony Davis, like, they would sell out every arena.
Yep.
And you're just going to be like, fuck it, we're the old guy team. We're just going to try to piece this together. Like Pearson Garnett on the Nets with Joe Johnson, right? Like one of those kind of teams.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, let's just see if this works for a year, you know?
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I agree. Going back to the draft, Devance's going to go 1.
Yeah.
And then at 2, I mean, Danny Ainge, who knows, right? Because...
Well, I mean, they've got bigs in Utah.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Then I would take Boozer.
Here's the thing: if Danny Ainge thinks that Darren Peterson is like legitimately the next Kobe Bryant, he's going to take him. But the other interesting part of this is that DeBansa plays in BYU, so got Utah ties.
Yeah,
Cam Boozer grew up in Utah because he's Carlos Boozer's son.
Right.
So. A lot of guys with ties to Utah. Mm-hmm. It'll be interesting to see. And then Memphis at 3 will take whoever's left, and the
whoever's
Bulls,
left. Yeah.
Same thing. But I think it's going to go Dembansa. I like 2 is just the hard. My gut tells me they're going to take Peterson.
Yeah.
And then Boozer will fall in Memphis' lap, and they'll be delighted about that.
Oh yeah.
You know, with him and then Coward and some of the young guys they got and all of Orlando's picks and, you know, the John Morant thing, who knows, but
that's a big mystery with that team. But
yeah, totally.
Like, you know, what do you do with Ja? But they got some good pieces and they will have a good piece. So, then I'll be honest, like the Bulls at 4,
Caleb Wilson's going to be awesome. I think all 4 of these guys are going to be studs. Yeah, but it goes beyond that, too. There's a ton of dudes, like, in the top 20. Like, even the Raptors at 19 have a chance to draft somebody that could be an impact guy right away. It's a really deep draft. So we'll see. That's next week.
Yeah, I know.
Less than a week away.
I know.
And we've always been fascinated by the draft, you and I.
I love draft day.
Yeah, so we'll have to do a podcast after that. But
okay.
Before we wrap up here, I want to do one more thing. Do you currently know what the Tempo's record is?
I know they've lost 3 in a row.
Yeah, they have. They're 7-8.
7-8.
7-8. Not bad for an expansion team.
Not bad.
Yeah. Have you been to a game yet?
Not yet, but it's on my list of things to do.
Have you bought a ticket yet?
Not yet, but I'm going to buy one this week.
You want to buy one right now on our podcast?
No. I have to figure out with your mother what game we want to go see.
Well, I mean, they're down 15 right now in Connecticut. They're going to lose tonight. But I'll tell you what, Father's Day is coming up. By the time this airs, it'll be tomorrow. So that might be, what size are you? You want a Marina Mabrey jersey?
Hey, I bought my Knicks sweatshirt.
You bought a Knicks sweatshirt?
Championship sweatshirt.
No way.
Yeah.
Did you buy a hat too?
Hmm?
Did you buy a hat?
No, I didn't buy a hat. I just bought a sweatshirt, but it's all white and it's cool and it's it's.
Did you buy the DVD?
No, I will.
You will? You're gonna buy the DVD?
But what do I need? I taped all the games. I have them. I could watch them on my PVR.
No, because it's the championship DVD, man. It's like the documentary about the season.
Oh
yeah.
I should get.
All your Lakers championship DVDs.
Yeah, that's right. I should.
Yeah, you got to buy the DVD.
I got to buy the DVD.
Or you could just wait until the Timothy Chalamet Jalen Brunson biopic comes out in theaters in December 2028. He's got a little window after he finishes shooting Dune. He's got some time off, so
he can do the Brunson biopic.
Yeah, get some dreads. Put on a little bit of weight. He can do it.
Of course he can.
Timothy Chalamet as
I can play his dad. I can play Rick.
Yeah. No, they'll get Stanley Tucci to play his dad.
Hey, what's wrong with me?
Oh, I think you need a little bit more star power.
Stanley Tucci.
Who'd play Mike Brown? Forrest Whitaker. That'd be great.
Forrest Whitaker.
That's Mike Brown.
A sleepy Mike Brown.
Yeah, and then Steve Buscemi is James Dolan.
That's hilarious.
All right, Dad, the Knicks are champs.
Yahoo!
Talk next week after the draft.
All right, Ed.
Later.
See ya.